Listen, you are what you think about. What does that mean, man? I got thinking about this morning. You are what you think about. At first, you can be like, what does that mean? But listen, man, it's so true. I don't have it all figured out by any means. But 4 or 5 years ago, when I figured out that, man, I am waking up with hatred, not hatred, but anger. I'm waking up disgruntled. I'm waking up with fear. I'm waking up with those emotions that come from scarcity and living in fear. And when you do that, you hold on to those emotions. That feeling gets carried with you all day long. And then you're living in fear, like you're living in scarcity. How are good things going to happen to you when you're living in scarcity? So that's why a lot of people talk about like being grateful. Wake up your morning with gratitude and abundance, and just be grateful that you woke up this morning. Be grateful that your kids are healthy, you're healthy. Now listen, things are going to happen, but we have to realize that things happen to all of us. And when we live in a state of angst, frustration, fear, and scarcity, when those things happen, we become victims. And then we start thinking, well, why does this happen to me? Why does this happen? Why does that happen? And then we become a victim of that situation and start blaming and finger pointing. And that's not it. Listen, things happen to all of us. It's how you deal with them. You can look at it as a problem, or you can look at it as an opportunity to grow. Now listen, bad things do happen, but they happen to all of us. Remember that. When you're in a state of gratitude and you're being grateful every morning, listen, man, 4 or 5 years ago, I used to wake up with fear and angst all the time. I was going through a divorce, and that's all I thought about. And that's all I got throughout the day was fear, frustration, scarcity, bitterness, those type of things. But when you wake up and you're grateful, man, that your eyes are open and you get another day, and it's not like I have to get up or I have to go to work. It's more like, man, I get to get up. It's 4:30, I'm going to get my ruck done, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get that done, and I get to go to work today. I can't wait to see my team today. If you wake up with those emotions, like gratitude, being grateful, loading yourself with abundance, things change then, And don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy. It's, if you're trying to do something that's hard and that's worthwhile, the road less traveled is not easy, but it's always the road to travel, right? So, and when you're choosing to do something that's hard, like you have a goal to accomplish, your inner circle may not support you. Your friends may not support you. They may not want you to be successful. And the reason that is just because egos get involved, and they may be like, they don't want you to be successful because it makes them look in the mirror and look at themselves and think, God, I'm underperforming here. I need to be doing more. And none of us like to be accountable at times. You know what I mean? So when you're living with gratitude and being grateful and you're loaded with abundance, everything changes. Everything changes.